Hey guys, welcome back to Bullhornbeach. We got our tarp, we got our hammock, we got our waterproof blanket. Gonna try to stay out here tonight. I think the rain is done for the moment, but I want to show you this cool little tarp that I got. This is another one of those pieces of history that my dad gave me. We're gonna get it set up over the hammock here. Gonna fly it on top. Stay with me, we'll get started. Okay guys, so check out this piece of history. I don't know how old this tarp is, but my dad gave it to me from some of the old stuff that he used to take out camping. And what I found interesting about it is it's got tie-outs on the corners and grommets in the center that are reinforced with this material. Never seen one like that. But anyway, I'm gonna fly it up here over my hammock. I think it's about a 9x7 tarp, so it should be plenty long to cover my entire hammock. And we're going to test it out tonight and see if this old piece of history still has life in it. Okay, so there it is set up. That's a pretty good sized freaking tarp. I've got quite a bit of room under there. Okay, so now what I want to do, now that I got this set up, the last time I camped out here with a hammock, I had my son-in-law with me, and we propped his up to have like a canopy in front of us. I'm going to do that real quick with this one. Okay, one thing I'm going to have to do for sure is go find some fat wood. Everything out here is pretty wet because it's been raining all week, so let's go find some fat wood. Okay, I have used this stump extensively. It still has a lot of fat wood left in it, so we're going to get into it here and see what we can find. I'll tell you what, one thing I really love is these, I don't know if they're construction pants or whatever they're called. Anyway, the baco fits right in their carpenter pants, I think they are. Easy to carry that baco around. Might just go break that out of there. Give myself a hernia in the process. But there's a load of fat wood right there. Didn't even need my tools. Alright, let's see if we can chop some of this up. It's got some really good fat wood in there. Okay, so it's starting to get dark out. I'm going to try something I've not tried before. I'm going to try to do flint and steel with a piece of char cloth directly to the fat wood shavings that we got and see how that works. Never tried it, but we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. Ah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to put that directly in. Put it directly in the fat wood shavings. Look at there. All right. Now we've got some little stuff here. Let me get that on. And we got our little fat wood feather sticks that I made. Go ahead and get those burning and see if we can get this fire going. Because once that fat wood goes, it should keep burning real well. And all of this is fat wood off that stump that we found earlier. Alright guys, fire's burning bright. It's getting dark out here. I'm going to hit the hammock here pretty soon. So we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Got up this morning, let the chickens out. They decided to come down here and visit me for a bit. Got a little coffee going. Learned some lessons last night. First of all, the hammock itself, I think I'm just getting too old for hammocks. My knees felt like they were hyperextended this morning. So I'm going to try something new. I'll probably retire this hammock. It's a standard one-man hammock. And you've seen the cot that I put on other videos. I'll try to put a link to that either right here or in the show more tab if you're interested in seeing that cot. I'm going to take that, and it's got the side runners in it, and try to make a hammock out of that to where it doesn't bow like a banana. That to me is just, I'm 54 and it's just not comfortable anymore to do that. So that was lesson number one. What I came out here to test was the tarp though. I love this tarp. It's an old one, but gosh, it didn't rain, but I'll need to test it in the rain. But I love the tarp. It's bigger than the other one that I've got, and it's got the tie outs on the corners and the grommets in the center that are reinforced. I think it'll just be a little bit stronger. So yeah, I love that tarp. The next thing was the blanket that I used was the waterproof blanket. I laid down in the hammock and had the blanket to where I could pull it up over myself on both sides. That was kind of a nightmare to get that done because the hammock is so small. Getting in there, getting the blanket around you, it was just a lot of effort to do that. There again, I hope the cot solves that problem. The cot hammock, I guess you'd call it. Hope that solves that problem. When I get that fashioned up, see if I can do a video on that maybe. But however, it got down to about 50 last night, which is not cold. But what happened was where my butt was and the upper part of my legs and my lower back, that got cold because that's where all the weight is on that hammock. And so that to me just wasn't real comfortable. Not a big deal though. 50 is not bad. 50 is good camping weather. But the blanket itself, with the hammock, didn't do just a real good job. So maybe a sleeping bag would have been a better option, like my 40-degree bag or something like that. But anyway, that's how my night went. Waking up to a cup of coffee in the woods. Perfect. Oh yeah, one other thing I discovered was the Mora Bushcraft Black that I've been using. I've always said is my favorite knife. Well, this morning I just pulled out my Leatherman knife out of my pocket, not an expensive knife at all, and made some shavings with that. And it was like 100 times easier than the Mora. So I might be onto something there. Maybe I didn't realize that the blade made that big of a difference making feather sticks. And I didn't make feather sticks, I just made shavings. But it was a whole lot easier to make those shavings. So I may look at that a little bit too. I also had my Condor Critalis out here, and it did okay. It seemed to do better than the Mora, making little shavings and stuff. So I'm going to try some of the different blades that I have, see which ones make the best feather sticks. Maybe I'll do a video on that one these days, who knows. So one of the things I learned from Matt Mercer over at Black Hat Bushcraft was these pads that you take out deer hunting with you to sit on. Lay that on the ground below your hammock and you got something to step in and out on, to step on when you get out of your hammock. That was a great idea. Good idea there, Matt. Well guys, thanks again for watching here at Bullhornbeach. Thanks for spending the night out here in the woods. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button down there. I'd appreciate it. Come back next week. I try to put a video up every Saturday if I can. Until then guys, get out in the woods. Got the hammock. Oh my gosh.